here in my garage. Those 4 words changed the internet forever. A man stands beside a Lamborghini in a Los Angeles garage. Behind him, shelves full of books. He looks into the camera and says, "I like fast cars, but you know what I like more? Knowledge." That clip, uploaded back in 2015, would go viral, spawn millions of memes, and make Tai Lopez one of the most recognizable internet entrepreneurs of the decade. But behind that viral moment lies a deeper question. Was Tai Lopez a self-made business genius, or the greatest salesman of the digital age, selling not wealth itself, but the illusion of it? Because while some say he taught millions how to think like entrepreneurs, others say he turned motivation into manipulation. And when you trace the money, the reviews, and the rise and fall of his ventures, the story that emerges is more complicated than anyone expected. This is the truth about Tai Lopez. Before the mansions and the Lamborghinis, Tai Lopez's story starts far away from Beverly Hills. Born in Long Beach, California, and raised by a single mother, Tai often claims he grew up poor. He shared in interviews that he was raised without a father, that his early life was unstable, and that books became his escape. By his early 20s, he says he'd read hundreds of them, from The Selfish Gene to Think and Grow Rich. He traveled, worked on a farm, and later apprenticed under financial advisors and entrepreneurs. But here's where it gets interesting. Unlike traditional business icons who built a product first and marketed it later, Tai did the opposite. He built himself into the product. By 2013, he was selling small online mentorship programs. By 2015, he'd mastered Facebook and YouTube ads, spending millions to push short, fast-paced videos showing wealth, luxury, and one word that became his brand: knowledge. In a world that was just discovering the concept of influencers, Tai Lopez didn't just join the movement, he defined it. His message was simple but effective. You can be rich, you just need the right mindset, mentors, and habits. That promise attracted millions, but it also attracted critics, because while the marketing was flawless, people soon started asking, where did all that wealth actually come from? Between 2014 and 2018, Tai Lopez became a digital education powerhouse. He launched the 67 Steps, a $67 course claiming to share the principles he learned from reading thousands of books and studying successful people. The sales pitch? That if you followed these steps, you could replicate the thought patterns of the ultra-wealthy. The program went viral. Some estimates suggest it generated tens of millions in revenue. Others say closer to $100 million across all his digital products combined. He didn't stop there. He launched SMMA, the social media marketing agency course. This was peak 2017, when everyone wanted to start an online business. Tai positioned himself as the mentor who could teach you how. And it worked. Hundreds of thousands enrolled across his courses, mentorships, and masterminds. But here's where things start to fracture. For every student who said they learned valuable lessons, there were others claiming they'd been misled. Review forums filled with mixed opinions. Some said the content was basic, repetitive, or freely available elsewhere. Others accused the programs of being upsells to even higher price mentorships. Refund complaints began appearing. Long delays, limited customer service, strict refund policies. Still, Tai's brand grew. His videos were everywhere, and the psychology behind them was genius. He combined visual luxury with intellectual appeal, books and Lamborghinis, humility and wealth, the perfect formula for virality. He wasn't just selling courses, he was selling hope, and for a while that was enough. But as the self-help gold rush of the late 2010s matured, something began to shift. People wanted proof, not promises. By 2019, the make money online niche was overcrowded. Influencers selling courses had become a meme, so Tai pivoted. He started investing in real businesses. The lawsuit claims deceptive advertising, arguing that the product's front label, misleading states, all natural, despite the presence of these synthetic substances. PFAs are synthetic chemicals known to persist in the environment and accumulate in the human body, with potential links to cancer risk and other health issues. Prime's legal team quickly filed to dismiss, arguing the level was statistically insignificant. However, the very presence of chemicals and the ensuing legal battle further chipped away at the brand's carefully crafted image of health and naturalness. Investors took interest. The media covered the story. Tai Lopez, once mocked for garage ads, was now buying century-old corporations. But beneath the headlines, results were murky. Financial disclosures were limited. Employee reviews from former REV workers hinted at chaos, rapid hiring, unclear goals, over-promising to partners. Some of the websites relaunched, but didn't gain the traction expected. Dressbarn.com struggled with inventory and fulfillment issues. Pier 1's new model was criticized for being slow and unconvincing. Still, Tai maintained his narrative. The future of retail was digital. But by 2022, reports began surfacing that Rev had paused several brand operations, downsized teams, and faced investor disputes. Critics argued that the acquisitions were more about optics, another rebranding exercise to keep the legend alive. Supporters, however, insisted he was building a digital conglomerate, and that transformation takes time. The truth, probably somewhere in between. Every empire attracts critics, and Tai's was no exception. As his fame grew, so did scrutiny. Online watchdogs and review sites started asking hard questions. Where exactly was the revenue coming from? Were the brands under REV profitable? And what about those earlier businesses, the dating sites, the affiliate marketing funnels, the unverified net worth claims? Then came the refund complaints, dozens of videos, Reddit threads, and Trustpilot reviews alleging misleading ads or unmet promises. Now, it's important to stay factual. Not all of these claims were proven. Many users did receive refunds, and some found value in his content. But public sentiment began to turn. The once aspirational, here in my garage figure became, for some, the symbol of the over-marketed entrepreneur. The guy who sold dreams before building them. By 2023, YouTube commentary channels had made Tai a case study in influencer marketing psychology. Videos titled "The Rise and Fall of Tai Lopez" racked up millions of views, and yet Tai didn't disappear. He stayed active on X, formerly Twitter, investing in crypto projects and doubling down on AI-driven e-commerce. He even addressed some criticisms head-on, claiming that fake gurus attack him because they fear competition. But even as he defended himself, something had changed. The audience that once saw him as a mentor now saw him as a marketer. Let's strip away the memes and look at the actual business model, because that's where the truth lies. Tai Lopez's wealth likely comes from three primary sources: digital education sales, courses, memberships, masterminds. These peaked between 2015 and 2018. Industry analysts estimate cumulative revenue in the tens of millions. Margins, extremely high. Digital content has almost no cost of goods. Equity from retail Ecommerce Ventures. As of 2021, REV reportedly acquired or managed over 10 legacy brands. Funding details are private, but reports suggest a mix of investor capital and leverage. Whether these brands are profitable remains unclear. Brand licensing and affiliate partnerships. Lopez leveraged his personal image to partner with platforms, apps, and even crypto projects, often for marketing campaigns. This structure makes his empire look diversified, but also fragile. Because unlike traditional companies that build physical products, most of Tai's businesses depend on one thing: his ability to sell attention. When people believe in him, his ecosystem thrives. When they don't, the foundation shakes. That's why reputation is everything. And in the internet economy, reputation can turn on a dime. By 2024, Tai Lopez's online presence looked different. The viral videos slowed down, the garage ads were long gone. Instead, he started posting long-form discussions about AI, business models, and mindset. The message matured, but the audience had changed. Now, younger viewers saw him as part of the old guard of online entrepreneurs. And for every person who defended him, saying he inspired them to start reading or learning about business, another would call him a scammer who monetized motivation. That duality, hero or hustler, defines Tai Lopez's legacy. To his fans, he's proof that marketing mastery and self-education can change your life. To his critics, he's a reminder that in the age of social media, perception is the product. And that's the irony. The man who preached knowledge built an empire not from hidden business secrets, but from understanding human psychology better than anyone else on YouTube. In 2025, Tai's name still carries weight. He continues to invest in digital assets, real estate, and new tech platforms. He occasionally appears in podcasts, defending his approach to entrepreneurship. Meanwhile, many of the people who once mocked him now follow similar models, selling courses, mentorships, and lifestyle content. In a way, Tai Lopez predicted the creator economy before it became mainstream. But there's a difference between being first and being right. Because while he was one of the earliest to turn personal branding into a business, the very system he built also exposed its weaknesses, the thin line between influence and illusion. So, did Tai Lopez really make his money, or did he just sell the dream? The answer might be both. He did make money, millions, in fact. From digital products, from brand deals, from ventures that many people overlooked. But he also sold the idea of wealth as a product in itself. And in that sense, Tai Lopez wasn't scamming the system, he was mirroring it. Because in a digital world driven by attention, the real commodity isn't gold, real estate, or crypto. It's belief. The belief that you can be next. That if you just read the right book, take the right course, or buy the right mentorship, you'll unlock success. And Tai Lopez didn't invent that formula. He just perfected it. From the garage, to global fame, to controversy and reinvention. His story is less about scams or success and more about the new economy itself. A world where perception is power, and where the line between mentor and marketer will always be one Lamborghini away.
I know you're not following what I'm saying anyway, right? That's okay, that doesn't matter. The real question is this: is all this legal? Absolutely fucking not.